Alright, this video is about how to do a timer down here at the bottom. You can place this timer anywhere you want in the game. You can put it up here somewhere, but I just chose to put mine down here at the bottom. And once the time limit runs out, then the game's over. You're dead. My next video, I'm going to talk about how to collect time to gain more time or to lose time. But right now, I'm just going to talk about the timer and how I made that. But I added the smoke back into the game, and there's a couple glitches that I try to fix as well. Added the monster back in there, going pacing back and forth. But yeah, so you can grab the crystal and then press the enter button to deactivate it. He doesn't but it shows the blood still, but he doesn't lose any health. Added the slider back in there, the monsters. Alright, so in the first room and in the second room, I added this green square, and that's the timer right there. And it's right here, object timer. So I did depth at minus 1000 and did a create, add event, create, then a coded sheet from the control tab. And this is what I stated: seconds equals 00, minutes 15. So it's going to be 15 minutes, hours are 0. Then the alarm 0 is going to kick in, and it's going to do this, then add event, and then go to your alarms, add 0, alarm 0, because that's what this code says, go to alarm 0. Alright, and then it's going to do all this. So basically what this does is counting down by the seconds, 1 second at a time, until it reaches 0. Same thing with the minutes. It's going to subtract your minutes and your seconds until it reaches 0. And then when everything's at 0, then it's going to go to end game. So when your alarm is, when you have no more time left, then it's going to say go jump to the end game, which is you're dead pretty much. And then you have, and this is the end game down here, and I just have that red image on top of it, but you can remove it and it reveal the game over, and it'll shake, of course. So in the draw event, go to add event and say draw, then drop in another coded sheet. And then this right here is basically drawing everything on screen. Now, I have this game set up to shake. And the thing is, I don't want it to shake my text, but at the moment it does shake. So with view, X view, and Y view, if you leave this code in here for the time, when you hit a monster, your alarm is going to, your timer is going to shake back and forth. If you grade this out and add this line of text, then it doesn't utilize the X view or the Y view. It uses the DX and the DY, which I'm not sure exactly what that stands for, but when you do that, it's not going to shake your time. So it all depends on what you want to do. If you want it to shake, then you use this line of text down here using the X view and Y view, because that's when it's going to shake with shake. You don't want it to shake, use a DX and DY, and the time will not shake when you hit a monster. So it's totally up to you if you want it to shake or not shake. Like I said, the shake code, it utilizes the views, in the room to shake the camera and shake the view of whatever you're trying to shake. but I don't want it to shake, so I just chose to use the DX and DY, which pretty much just draws it on the screen, and when you hit a monster it does not shake because it's just pretty much drawn on the screen. So it's up to you whether you want to use the shake text or not the shake text. And this is just counting down. This information right here is just it's just drawing the text, of course, for the hours, minutes, and seconds. And that's pretty much it. And then with some of the glitches I had, like with the monster moving to the side, to the right and left, I see. Where did I? Okay, monster right. Monster right. When he basically, instead of using object monster right, I used object monster left when he hits the bounce. Or actually, no, not there. I think it's in the code. Oh, right here. Okay, in the draw event. Instead of using object monster right, I changed it to text. Use text monster left. I'm sorry. So you're going to use in the sprints under textures. You're going to use text monster left. So you're going to use this monster left versus use the text monster right. So although this monster image says object monster right, you're going to use texture monster left, because when he was bouncing against the block back and forth, side to side, it was showing him going backwards using texture monster right. So I had to switch it saying texture monster left, and then he went the right direction when he was walking. So I had to flip that for some reason. And the same thing with object monster left, I had to flip it. Where is it at now? Object monster left. So in the draw event I had to use texture monster right, because like I said, when I was using texture monster left, when he was moving backwards the wrong way when he was walking. So I had to switch it to using texture monster right. So I don't know why, but that works when I switch to text. That was one of the glitches. And then with the purple smoke, I also had to go in the destroy event and add this line of code, and then change this number to 5 or something, and then so what is this doing is basically he gets really close, and make sure you change it to object hand with crystal. So when you get really close with the crystal in your hand, it's going to destroy the smoke, and it's not going to decrease your health. You know what I'm saying? And something about I have to get rid of that blood that shows on the screen. That shouldn't show up either, because he's not getting hit. I'll have to do put some more. I'll have to, like, when I upload this video to YouTube, I'll just add a description on what I did to fix that issue with the blood showing up. Because when he has a crystal and he hits the smoke, it should just destroy the smoke completely and not show the blood. It showed the blood for some reason on screen, but his health didn't decrease. And so if you don't have the crystal, then it'll destroy the smoke, but then it'll show the blood and you'll lose your health. And that happens. So I may have to like change this number here, because this is like a close range. Like using 5 is pretty much really close range with the crystal. If I change this like 200 or 50 or whatever, then I can be kind of far away using the crystal. I can destroy the smoke, which is not, it doesn't make sense because he's not close enough to the smoke yet. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get kind of close to use the crystal to destroy the smoke. and it doesn't kill you. So it destroys the smoke, and with using the crystal, and it shouldn't show the blood effect, which I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fix that. Alright, and that's pretty much it for this video. And you know, this line right here, I'd already talked about. When he crosses this line, this object monster left will go to the left and then go up to the right and keep bouncing back and forth on these blocks here until I cross this line. And then when I cross this line, he'll switch to going forward toward me. And like I said, I've already talked about that in my previous video, but yeah, once my character crosses that line, it'll switch object monster right to the straightforward monster coming toward me, as well as if he's going walking left, he'll switch to the monster going forward toward me too. So that's when I cross that line, which is invisible, which is going to be kind of the same setup as when I do my boss. You know, you'll be in the room and you'll have these lines you have to cross, and the boss is going to switch a different direction, you know, when you cross the line. So I'll go in more detail about that later on in the future when I do the boss. Alright, this will conclude the video on the timer. Just make sure that's minus 1000 visible on the screen, and you put it in the room, the timer. And like I said, when the time ends, it goes to the game end screen. Alright, thanks for watching.